it's gonna, and the thing is Black and Rampy have played against each other.
Yeah, they've coached against each other before when Black was at Great Bend.
So I am so interested to see this game. It's gonna be huge, and it's gonna have a lot to say for the Sunflower League because after that Lawrence has Olathe North coming up. So and Olathe North did lose this week to
we play
Columbine.
We play Olathe North after South.
Yeah.
So we have Olathe North 1 week from Friday.
Yep. So
Lawrence still has to play them. Yeah.
Lawrence still has to play them, but this week we actually had a vote on it. So if you get on Twitter and follow me at Tyler Mikes, sometimes I'll do something like that because I want to put people's hands. I want to go cover stuff that you want to see, and so get on there. I might put some more stuff up for votes too. So, but this week, Lawrence versus Shawnee Mission Northwest won, and it was like 81%.
Yeah, I saw it wasn't close.
What's the date and time of that game?
That game is
on
Friday
at 7.
What time? 7 o'clock?
Shawnee Mission North District Stadium. And you can also watch that game live on the U if you can't make it out to the stadium. That is one of the 5 games the U is going to broadcast on Friday. That Lawrence at Shawnee Mission Northwest. So if you're sitting at home and you want to watch it, you can do that, and then you can follow us on Snapchat at Midwest Mikes and see Tyler's great coverage behind the scenes, different replays of certain plays, interviews with coaches and players post-game, all those things. And I would like to thank the Shawnee Mission Northwest Athletic Director. I don't have her name in front of me, but she did email us back rather quickly and say, yes, we'll welcome you guys out, and
awesome.
We'll have a place for you. So thank you to that department.
My job's a little more difficult. I got to go through the district athletic director and fill out a form this long, but, I met him last week. Great guy. Does great things.
Dick Kramer?
Yes, does great things.
All right.
So, check us out Friday night. Lawrence, Shawnee Mission Northwest. It's going to be a blast, folks.
Yeah, the other couple games real quick here on the U that you can catch this weekend. Probably, I would say the biggest game in the city, other than the Shawnee Mission Northwest Lawrence game, is Bishop Miege at Rockhurst. Both teams coming off a loss. Bishop Miege got beat by St. James last week. Rockhurst dropped a tough one to Blue Valley. And so, I don't know the last time either of those programs lost 2 games in a row.
No, and, I think the Kansas game is going to be a much better competitive game.
Yeah.
I think Rockhurst will probably win over Miege this year, like Coach Holmes. But, I still think that Rockhurst is a little bit better. But it'll be a good game. And I was over at Rockhurst Tuesday, cash drawer in hand at Julie's receptionist desk with piles of tickets alongside. That game, just for some ungodly reason, maybe because it's a Catholic school, don't know.
And they've only restarted the rivalry last year.
Yeah, you don't see a game like that in Kansas very often. You got to go to Oklahoma or Texas to start seeing where. How much did the deck go for last year at the Miege Stadium? Like $5,000 or something.
Yeah, it was
unreal.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it was. We're going to auction this deck off, and they brought in bleachers. Really, probably too small of a facility for that game.
Yeah, and I think they donated that money to a charity or something like that. If I'm not right. So it's really cool. It's cool to see because these are 2 schools that they win.
Yeah,
and win. And we just added another dynamic to that night. We are going to Jason Lamb is going to be over with you covering the game. You're going to be at the Shawnee Mission Northwest Lawrence game. But prior to that, he's going to catch up with Jimmy Chavez, the voice of the Lady Jayhawks, and they're going to do a pregame from 5 to 6 live on Facebook. So another twist we're throwing in there that night, and we're going to go over the top 10 on each side of the state line, the games that night, and plus what games we've got covered that night. So this is week 6 for Missouri,
and week 5 for us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you guys go 1 week shorter, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we play 8 regular season games and then start the playoffs week 9.
Right.
Whereas they play 9 and start at week 10.
Yeah. So, but no, it's we're into the teeth of it now, and before you know it, we'll be back into baseball season again.
Yeah. So real quick, the other games you can catch on the U this week on Friday night is St. Joe Christian at St. Pius X, Plattsburgh at Penny, and East Buchanan at Mid Buchanan. And not to discredit any of those games, But those are the 5 games that you can catch live on the U Friday evening at 7 p.m. So even if you're watching one and one gets out of hand and you want to flip to another one, you've got 4 other options for high school sports live on the U.
From Class 1 all the way up to Class 6. So, I mean, we've got it covered. And, you like to spread the wealth. Not all the big schools always need to get all the big attention, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. And, I'm excited for high school football to get going, to keep going. Obviously, I need to win this Friday against South. So if any of you Shawnee Mission East players are watching, guys, we got to get this one.
I'd like to also add, when I was there at Shawnee Mission East, I thought it was pretty cool. I was on the sidelines filming something, and this kid in the stands goes, "Oh, hey, it's Midwest Mike's." And so I felt, maybe we're catching some ground here. People are starting to follow us a little bit. I felt that was pretty awesome. So whoever did that, thank you. Thanks for recognizing us and watching us a little bit.
Yeah.
The only one up there would be the Salvi Bath to Gary Carl on the sidelines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll do that next time. Tyler will be like, "What's up, man?"
Yeah.
Get him.
No, I've only had the Gatorade bath once.
When was that?
In my coaching career.
8th grade?
Yeah, when I was coaching, I was defensive coordinator for Grandview Middle School, and the kids almost got me the first week, and we had played somebody. I don't even remember who it was. They were really bad. And I go, "Guys, if we beat Ray Peck, you can dump all the Gatorade in the world on me." Because Grandview hadn't beat Ray Peck in, 10 years or something. And so, me and Coach Mike, God, I cannot remember his last name. Started with a B. Buster. Mike Buster. He did the offense, I did the defense. He was the head coach, and we ended up beating Ray Peck, and I let the kids dump the Gatorade on me gladly because it was, the first time kind of snapped a streak. We went 6-0 with the A team and B team that year. I had some talent on that team, let me tell you. But that was fun times. I'd gladly take that again after a big win.
Who was on that team? Did you have Freedom on that team?
No, Freedom was not on that team.
Okay.
He was 2 years younger than that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Maybe 3. But no, Freedom was not on that team. Jerron Alexander, because Jarrell was his younger brother. There was a few other guys I can't think of their name. Gritty was on that team, I believe.
Oh,
we were on
nice.
his show a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Grid on. But so lots of high school football this weekend. We're going to go ahead and go to break, but I want to talk about our guests that we're going to have when we come back. Curt Nelson, who is the director of the Royals Hall of Fame out at the K. So if you have walked through that Hall of Fame, he's the one that puts in the hard work and kind of got that started, and we'll talk to him about that. He's been with the Royals for 21 years. This was his 11th as the director of the Hall of Fame. He also wrote a book, So You Think You're a Kansas City Royals Fan, Stars, Stats, Records, and Memories for True Diehards, Curt Nelson.
Oh.
And we'll talk to him about this book also tonight, and the Hall of Fame and the Royals and Ned Yost and his impact on this Royals team that did win a World Series. So we'll go to break, and we'll be back with Curt right after this.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Chavez with the Jayhawk Sports Network. And if you would like to have the same historical experience in the same arena that KU, Mizzou, K-State, the Kansas City Kings, Comets, and many other college and pro teams played at, including a Final Four, then Hy-Vee Arena, formerly Kemper Arena, is your place to host your next basketball, volleyball, wrestling, or anything that can be played on a hardwood floor. You could host your next practice, game, or tournament at Hy-Vee Arena for as little as $6 per person. That's right, $6, anybody, anytime. We have all the amenities you need, from team rooms, locker rooms, food court, and team meeting space. That's right, we are open to anyone now. So check us out at HyVeeArena.com or call 816-505-0404 today to book your historical experience.
You heard that right.
Van life. It's been defined as the continuous, everlasting void of living in a van. And if van life is calling you, then you should check out vandoit.com. Van Do It can be used as a primary vehicle with 7-passenger seating, convertible to a camper van, or anywhere in between. Go ahead, give our site and blog a gander. We assure you, it's going to make you say, you Van Do It. 816-944-2229. Or check us out at vandoit.com.
I'm Johnny Quay, head coach of the St. Joe Mustangs. If you're looking for professional quality, customized wood bat for your baseball player, Walk Off Wood Bat Company is the place to go. All bats are made with prime quality wood, and the options for customization are endless. Gamers, fungos, training bats, they have them all. The Mustangs are excited to have Walk Off Wood as our official bat supplier this season. If we trust our players to swing Walk Off Wood, you should too. Go online and order today.
Van life. It's been defined as the continuous, everlasting void of living in a van. And if van life is calling you, then you should check out vandoit.com. Van Do It can be used as a primary vehicle with 7-passenger seating, convertible to a camper van, or anywhere in between. Go ahead, give our site and blog a gander. We assure you, it's going to make you say, you Van Do It. 816-944-2229. Or check us out at vandoit.com.
I'm Gary.
This is Austin.
And we are Midwest Mics coming back at you from the Hy-Vee Arena, the UClick TV studios. And we are honored right now to be joined by Curt Nelson, the director of the Royals Hall of Fame out at the K. Like I said before break, 21 years with the ball club and 11th as the director of the Hall of Fame. So, Curt, thanks for coming out tonight.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's exciting, to have somebody from the Royals organization out here. And, it wasn't quite the exciting season that we all hoped for, but, you have those in baseball, especially with us small market teams. Where you have those lulls.
You have those development years. So, I mean, wins and losses is what that's what you want in the end. But in those years where you don't get all the wins that you necessarily want, there's always things that usually happen from me anyway, from a historical nature. And there were several of those that happened. And, of course, it's a transition time in a lot of ways. Towards the end of the year, we've realized it's going to be a transition time with the Royals, so that's sort of exciting too. And that speaks to history and development and that sort of thing. So a lot of things happened during the season that I think are good for the organization and will be good moving forward. So we'll build off. It's a building year. It's a building year.
Yeah.
So.
We were just talking a little bit before we came back from break, but you named off, 2 or 3 of those historical things. Why don't you fill our listeners in? Maybe they didn't follow the season as closely as they would have had we been in a race, but you named off several historical things that happened, and that is exciting.
There were some really cool historical things that we've never had a home run champion. An American League home run champion from the Kansas City Royals. Well, we do now, and Jorge Soler, and he did it in sort of an interesting fashion. He sort of blew by our home run record, which had only held for 2 years by Moose held it for 2 years. Steve Alboni held it for a lot longer, but Moose only held it for 2 years, and then Jorge came along and just blew past it and got to 48. And those 48 not only are now the Royals record, but it's the most ever hit in a single season by a Cuban-born player.